Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine, warriors. Thank you so much for being here. Whether you're joining me live or you're joining me later on the replay, make sure you show up with your full warrior spirit, block out distractions, and really make this practice about filling your self-care cup. So today's 30-minute segment is going to be a combination of yoga with weights and a little Pilates and a little bit of cardio too. So if you do have weights, you guys grab them. These are 8-pound weights that I have. You can go a little lighter, a little heavier, but if you don't have weights, do not use that as an excuse. You're still going to get a workout even without your weights. If you have blocks, yoga blocks, great, grab those too. Again, if you don't have them, no worries. You can put both of those things at the front of your mat. As always, honor, protect, listen to your body. Anything that's not working for you this morning, whether you have a shoulder injury, knees thing going on, hips, whatever, modify it, make it work for you. You do you, I'll do me, okay? Let's take a deep breath in, gather your good positive energy, really feel your feet ground down, your fingertips reach up, and as you exhale, draw your hands to heart center. All right, good. So to start with, we're gonna do a little barefoot running. Remember the old school, like, barefoot running? So I just want you to shake it out a little bit and just move a little bit from side to side. You can shake out your hands. If you want to come up a little bit higher and bring your knees up, cool. If you want to do some jumping jacks, oh my gosh, do that. The idea is we're getting some circulation going. So we're just going to spend about 60 seconds here. You can go around, nobody can see you, right? You can go around the circle, you can run around your living room, whatever, okay? Be up on your toes, again, be up with high knees if you like. We've got about 20 more seconds, so just move the positive energy through your body and just shake it out a little bit. So since this is 7 o'clock in the morning for me, if you're joining me live, maybe you're just waking up. Okay, take it easy, it's all good. We just want to get some prana, some life force energy flowing through our body. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You already feel that, right? It takes 60 seconds to do that. So if you're feeling a little sluggish at your desk sometime, just get up and do that. Next thing we're going to do is take your knee to your opposite elbow. Okay, knee to opposite elbow. Arms out, those field goal arms. And elbow to opposite knee. Okay, there you go. So we're going to spend just the first like 2-3 minutes getting kind of warmed up. Then we're going to do a sun salutation. It is a rainy morning here. It is pouring rain. But I love to salute the sun anyway. And guess what, you guys? The reason I'm doing this live today is because it is day 55 of my Thrive 55 challenge. For those of you who are following along, I did 55 consecutive days of self-care. And consecutive is the key word. Because, you know, if you show up every once in a while, you're not going to get far. So I did 55 consecutive days of self-care. And sometimes that was just like a mile walk or a 10-minute meditation, and other days it was a lot more than that. But this workout that we're going to do today, good morning, Stella. I love when Stella joins us. The workout we're going to do today is one of my key workouts. Okay, last 2 here, and last one. Okay, let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and find yourself in a good mountain pose. It's all about alignment. So the 3 A's, attitude, positive preferably, so positive warrior spirit attitude, alignment, not only in our physical body, but in our actions as well. And then the 3rd A is action. The quote behind me, I don't know if you can see it, it says, the most effective way to do it is to do it. I love that quote. It's Amelia Earhart, okay? So action. All right, we are going to start with our sun salutation next, so just make sure your blocks and your weights are out of your way. Hands in prayer, take a big breath in. We only have a half an hour, so we're going to move kind of quickly. Take a big breath, positive energy. Exhale, dive out of it. Softly bend your knees if your hamstrings are feeling tight. Inhale, look forward. Belly pulls in, shoulders pull back. Hands can be on the blocks here if you want them to be. Press your hands into the floor or onto your blocks. Find yourself in plank pose. Nice and tall, core strong. Bend your elbows, lower half or all the way down. Inhale into a back bend. Take a big breath. And exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose. And as you look to the hand step, or feel free to hop to the front edge of your mat. Do your halfway lift again. Take a big breath in. Exhale into a forward fold. Relax. Rise up to standing. Push down through your feet. Gather your good, positive energy and your warrior spirit. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to add on a little bit to that. So inhale, a little cross-training sun salutation today. Exhale, dive out of it and fold. Halfway lift, look forward, take a big breath. Scoop that belly in, slide your shoulder blades back. Exhale, plant your hands either on your mat or on your blocks and step back to plank. Excuse me, Stella. Okay. From your plank, I just want you to come into a downward facing dog. And ground through your hands and drop through your heels. Now we're going to do what I like to call Spider-Man, Spider-Woman here. So this is an awesome warm-up exercise. The right foot is going to step to the outside of your right hand. Okay? Again, hands on the blocks, so it's going to give you a little bit more space. So your elbow is right inside your shin and knee. You're going to twist towards your bent knee, your right hand up to the ceiling. So your right knee is bent and your right hand is up. We're going to go slow the first one. And then we're going to pick up the pace. You can do a nice rotation through your spine and a little chest and shoulder opener. Doesn't that feel good? Hand back down onto your mat or block, downward facing dog, and then we're going to switch sides. So the left foot to the outside of your left hand or block, and then you twist towards your bent knee, left hand up to the ceiling. Again, chest is open, rotation to the spine. If it's kind of on your neck, look up towards your top thumb. And then your hand comes down, and you step back to plank, and you do a vinyasa by bending your elbows, lowering half or all the way down. Inhale into a cobra or upward facing dog. Open your heart, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Okay, so we're going to pick up the pace. Let's do 8 to 12 of these. It's up to you how fast you go. So right hand outside the right foot, lift up, back to downward facing dog, and then you switch and go left. So what's important, and you're free to go, you don't have to stay with me. Go at the pace that feels good for you. Do 8 to 12 of them. Again, a little more or a little less is totally fine. You do you. But what's really important is you're connecting the movement with the breath. And of course, we're moving mindfully. So it's one time you don't have to be in a hurry. In fact, the slower you go, the more you're going to get out of it. But if you do want to pick up your heart rate a little bit more this morning, go a little faster. Okay? Finish up your set with a few more. Remember, attitude, alignment, and action. So don't overthink it. Just take action. Just go. Okay? Maybe 1 or 2 more. Finish up. That feels so good to me. I don't know about you. Once you finish that up, do another vinyasa. We're going to do one more full sun salutation. And then we're going to get to some strength. So go ahead and look to your hands, step or hop forward towards the front edge of your mat. Do your halfway lift. Take a huge breath in. Exhale into a forward fold. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Rise up to standing. Press down to lift up. Big breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale again. Exhale, dive out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to your plank. Make sure your core is strong and your body and mind are in alignment. Lower down. Inhale to open up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, everyone. Okay, go ahead and step or hop forward. Do your halfway lift. Grab onto your weights if they are in your reach, and then roll yourself like a Pilates roll up. Tuck your tailbone, knees are soft. Roll, 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 and then roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and stand tall. Okay, perfect. We're going to start with a curtsy lunge and some biceps. Yes. So I want you to bring your weight into your right foot and get your balance going. So this is single leg mountain pose. So you're still standing tall in a line, you're just balancing on one leg. You might lose your balance, okay? It's okay. Key to longevity is strength, balance, and flexibility. We're working on all of those this morning. You're gonna step that left foot off of your mat to the side. You're gonna lower down. into a curtsy lunge, and then you're going to come up and catch your balance in a tree pose. So inhale, lower. Again, if you don't have weights, no worries. Just do this exercise with body weight. If you do have your weights, obviously you have a little bit more resistance. Again, feel free to go a little slower or a little faster than what I'm doing. Make sure that heart is lifted, the belly's in and up. The breathing as you inhale as you lower, you exhale as you lift. A little smile if it hurts. This is glute, a little quad, and hamstring. You feel it? Let's do 2 or 3 more just like that. A little pause at the top so you're catching your balance, right? Lift and pause. If you lose your balance, that's what you're doing this for. Go ahead and hold it this time. And your foot can be on your calf, and then your palms are going to turn forward. Curl both palms up to your shoulders, work on that balance, and lower down. Okay, and then we're going to alternate your bicep curl, just like this. So as you alternate, you're getting a little pull from side to side. We're working on some ankle stability, of course, balance and focus. Always have a sense of humor when you lose your balance. Okay, it's not about being perfect. Definitely not about being perfect. You got to work on things that are challenging. Otherwise, we're never going to get stronger. Okay, 4 more. 3, relax your hands, focus on that bicep. Last 2 and 1. Beautiful. Toes together to touch. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Let's get the other side. So shift your weight to the other leg. Work on that single leg mountain. Flex that front foot, by the way. Heart is lifted, belly's in. And then step the foot over and across. Lower down. This is your inhale. Exhale. Come up. Toe kind of touches the calf. You balance and you pause, and then you step back down. Okay, go ahead and work on it. Inhale and exhale. Heart rate maybe just a little bit up. Getting the pumping of the heart, the blood flow. That is your prana. That's when you know you're alive. Your heart is up, and your heart rate's up, and you're a little sweaty. It's good stuff. Okay, you inhale to lower, exhale, pause at the top. Again, make sure that core is engaged, chest is lifted, and feel the crown of your head and the length of your spine, right? No rounding forward. You're aligned and you're lifted. 2 or 3 more. Nice job. Stay with me. And then hold this last one up at the top. Turn those weights forward. Focus your eyes on the spot. That will help with balance. And then give me that bicep curl. Now, if your weight is really light, like it's a 2 or 3 pound weight, it's probably going to need to progress to be heavier, okay? And that's okay. Even an 8 pound weight for me, alternate. 8 pound weight is a little light because, I mean, let's face it, I don't know about you, but I carry really heavy grocery bags. I'm like one of those people that's determined to carry all the grocery bags, you know, and so in order to get stronger, you have to challenge yourself with beyond what you normally carry, okay? Strength, flexibility, and balance. Last 2 and 1. Nice job. Toes together to touch. Right between the blocks if you have them. Roll the shoulders up and good and down. Get that good alignment. Chin to chest. Put your weights out of your way and off to the side of your mat or your blocks. Step back to plank. We have some tricep push-ups, but let's do a vinyasa first. Lower down. Inhale, big breath. And exhale, downward facing. Okay, so that was obviously a little balance and some biceps. Tricep push-ups next. Now tricep push-ups are going to be chest and tricep, okay? If you do have your blocks, make sure they're narrow and right underneath your shoulders. Again, if you don't have blocks, no worries, but the blocks do give you a little extra range of motion, so you have another 2 to 3 inches to drop your chest down through your blocks. Now elbows tight into your lips. Exhale, push. Okay, inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Now what I want you to do is at least 8 of those if you can. If you need to rest in child's pose at any time, please do so. Otherwise, you're doing at least 8, but maybe up to 12, 15. You can have your knees bent. You are leading with your chest and your heart. And that is not just a physical thing. Lead with your heart. If you lead with your heart, oh my gosh, wouldn't that world be a better place? Right? So lead with the chest and heart. You may even feel the chest touch down. And as you keep your elbows tight to your ribcage as you lower down, you're going to get the triceps working as well. So finish up. If you have to rest in child's pose again, maybe a breath or two. Maybe do one or two more, squeeze them out, really get those triceps and the chest muscles involved. Okay? Excellent work, everyone. Now, if you do have blocks, I need you to just move them out of the way for a second. We're going to do just a cobra tricep press. Some of you have done this with me before. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see me. So you're going to come all the way down to your belly. Okay, your hips and belly are down. Your hands are right under your shoulders. You're going to squeeze your elbows in. Point your toes, and then just lift up into a cobra and lower back down. So this is just tricep. You are working in front of the shoulders as well. And the breathing is you inhale, come up. So it's not a full push-up, it's just a cobra. But you're really isolating the triceps. You're probably going to feel it pretty quickly because we just did all those push-ups. So, do just 2 or 3 more. Get a little bit of activation through that tricep. Last 2. And this is your last one. Now give me a full push-up and go straight into downward facing dog. And breathe in and out through the nose. Yes. We're going to do a little warrior flow next. So you're going to take that right leg, and if you can, lift it high up to the ceiling, pushing evenly through both hands out in front. And then your right foot's going to step out and up through your hands. You can just leave your weights on the mat for now. The left foot's going to pivot down. We're going to go straight up into a warrior 2. So your right knee's going to bend, and your right hand's going to sweep out and up to the ceiling. This is our sun warrior on a rainy day. So big bend in that right knee. Right hand lifting to the sky. Big breath in. And then your right hand is going to come all the way down to the floor. And now you're going to grab your weights because we're going to do a little back next. So I want you to put your weights right on top of your right thigh and then lift your torso up. So mountain pose with the upper body, but lower body's going to lunge. You got it? We're going to come into balance next. So you may need to take a closer stance with that left foot. But if you can, just launch yourself straight out and up, balancing on your right leg. I'll turn a little bit to the side for this. So for those of you who are new to this, your left toe can be kind of on the mat to help you with your balance, but you want to hinge forward so we can do a back row. Okay? If you're more experienced and you're feeling pretty balanced this morning, you can hinge all the way, kind of like a warrior 3. So you're just balancing on that right leg. A little bend in that right knee, by the way. Belly in and up, and then row. The elbows pull to the ceiling as you row your shoulder blades back and together. So we are definitely multitasking here, working on balance, of course, working on back, and then, I wanted to add on this little option for you guys. Some of you are going to take it, some of you aren't. It's okay. You're going to lift that left leg as you draw the elbows to the ceiling. Lift and lower. Lift and really squeeze those shoulder blades together at the top. Do you feel your glute and hamstring working here too? With your back, your biceps, and your balance. This is your last one. Lift it up, lift that left leg too if you can, and lower your left leg. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders up and down. We're going to do a roll down. So chin to chest. Put those weights off of your mat, out of your way. Step, or feel free to hop to your plank. Vinyasa if you can, otherwise just go straight to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in your back bend and back to downward facing. And we're breathing in and out through the nose. Okay. Now ideally you're doing this 2 to 3 times a week, by the way. Those of you who are in class with me in person, that counts as 1, but if you can do this, another day or 2, that would be amazing. Okay, let's lift that left leg up to the sky, pushing evenly through your hands out in front. And then left foot up and through your hands. Leave your weights where they are for now. Right heel flat. Come up to your side and lift your left hand up to the sky. It's beautiful to take a big breath in. Hands down your left leg. Grab those weights if you have them. Again, if you don't, whatever, you're going to still get a lot of benefit out of this. So hips are dropping low, heart is lifted, upper body is to toes. We're going to push off of that right foot and find your balance. Core is engaged. You can hinge forward, and that right foot can just be tapping down, kind of like a training wheel out behind you, but you can hinge your chest forward, or you can hover that right leg up if you want to work more on balance. A little micro bend in that left knee, and then row. Again, if you want to add that right leg, lifting and lowering as well, cool, do that. We're almost done with this one. Please stay with me. Stay with me. Again, building strength, balance, and flexibility all in one short little effective, time-efficient workout. And those are all keys to longevity. So the reason I did my Thrive 55 is I have a couple more weeks of being 55. So hopefully I'll continue on my consistent action every day through the next few weeks of the end of the year, right? And hopefully you do as well. Last two, and one. Woo! Did you feel that? Roll your shoulders up, a huge breath in. Bodies fall down. Gently weights off your way. Make your way plank. Good attitude, alignment, and action. Optional vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in for back bend and back to downward facing. So if you can step your feet to the outsides of your hands and drop down between your knees. You have the option to grab your weights if you want to. I love doing this prayer squat with weights, just so strong and flexible. Total flexible warrior position. And so you're getting a great stretch for the hips. From here, this is such a great thing to do for knees and hips. Press down to come up. Oh my gosh, do it again. So sit down as deeply as you can and then come all the way up. Little hip mobility as well here, right inner thigh. Full range of motion, sit as deeply as you can. You can pause at the bottom and just hang out in the prayer squat. That's fine too. All right, see if you can do a couple more, just like that. Really work your fullest range of motion and, of course, keep the crown of your head lifted, your heart and your chest open. Last two. You're amazing. You've got this. Last one. Okay. Toe heel your feet together. Carefully put your weights out of the way, off of your mat. And let's do a little standing balance stretch. If you need some help with balance, feel free to hold onto a chair or a wall. And bring your balance into your left foot with your right leg straight up. Just hug your knee to your chest. Again, we did this earlier. This is single leg mountain pose. Your ankle's going to go across your opposite knee, so you have a figure four, hands in prayer, drop it down. Take a big breath in and really feel the energy between your hands pushing together. And the more you drop your elbows and your rib cage down to your front shin, the more you'll feel stretched. Some of you may even want to grab onto your calf or ankle. You've got one more breath, and we're going to do the best we can to maintain our balance and come into dancer's pose. Yes. So go ahead and come up. You're going to reach around. If you lose your balance, no worries. Reach around, go the inside of your foot with your hand. A little bend in that front knee. Reach your left hand forward. Kick your toes up to the sky. 3. Get a quad stretch. Still working on balance. 2 and 1. Now give me a kick forward. Take your hands under your hamstring, work on your hamstring stretch, still balancing. You feel all that action in your ankle and your calf? So important for longevity to be able to balance. Okay, take a huge lunge back with that right foot, and then pivot to the side with your legs out nice and wide. Hands to your sacrum, low back. We're going to inhale, open through the chest, and then hinge forward and come into a straddle stretch. Now look out to your feet. Make sure your toes are angled a little bit in. And then bend your elbows and let your head relax so the crown of your head is towards the floor. For those of you who want to, go ahead and add a chest expansion to this, which is just an amazing way to not only get your hamstring stretch, but to get a chest and shoulder stretch as well. Take one more nice deep breath in. And then go ahead and lift it up. You're going to walk around towards your left foot. Step your back foot to your front foot. Do your halfway lift as you inhale. Belly in, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Come all the way up to standing on an inhale. And let's get the other side. So go ahead and pull your knee to your chest. Balancing a little softness in your standing leg knee. Pull the shoulder blades back and together. Open through the heart. Single leg mountain. Brush your teeth like this, right? Like you could do a tree pose, brush your teeth. That's a great way to work on it. Okay, knee or pigeon stretch on you. Brush your teeth. Okay, ankle over knee, flex the split. Hands in prayer. Big breath in. And then fold your chest to whatever degree you can, okay? So stop where your body is telling you to stop. Listen to your body, it's so key. And then if you want to, again, you can reach down and grab onto your calf or maybe your ankle. Your eyes are focused somewhere on the floor. The back of the neck is nice and long. You're breathing in and out through the nose, working on your balance and your flexibility. We're rising up and going straight to dancer pose. Do the best you can to not touch your foot, if you can help it. Again, feel your whole body working together to make that happen. Grab the inside of your foot. And then reach your right hand forward and kick your left toes up. Square your hips as much as possible. Maintain the focus of your eyes. Take one more big breath in. You've got this. We're almost there. And then rise up and kick that left leg forward. You're going to hold onto your hamstring and get that hamstring stretch again. Still working on balance. Row your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart. Feel the crown of your head to the sky. You're still in good alignment. Positive attitude and action. Okay, bend that knee, step back with your left foot, and turn to the side. Okay, hands to your sacrum, low back, lean back, open through the heart, and then lead with your heart as you fold forward. You can touch the mat. Again, look out to your feet, make sure those toes are in, heels are out, and then fold forward. Shake out your head and your neck. If you want to add that chest expansion again, feel free. If it feels good, do it. Otherwise, keep your hands on the floor for a little extra support. Wherever you're choosing to be, just trust that you're making the right choice. Don't question it. Just listen to your body and trust your intuition. Take one more very deep breath in. On the exhale, see if you can let it go just a little bit more. And then we're going to lift up. Walk around to your right foot, or your front foot, whichever one you're on right now. Step back to your last downward facing dog. Push through your hands, lift your tailbone. Give me 3 deep breaths in and out through your nose. Really drop in the heels, pressing evenly through your palms, knuckles, and fingertips. Big breath in, big breath out. And then go ahead and release your knees to the mat. You're going to swing your feet out around in front of you. We got one more stretch to do. This is a double pigeon. So I'm going to give you 2 different options for this. So you can, if your hips are more tight, I just want you to have the right shin in front of the left shin. And then walk your hands forward from there. You should feel a nice stretch in your hips. If your hips are more open and you do this stuff with me all the time, do not sacrifice your ankle to do this or your knees, but you can fold your right shin on top of your left shin and then walk forward from there. If you feel that in your knee, your ankle, uncomfortable in your hips, then back out of it and just bring the right shin in front of the left shin. Right? Got it? No competition in yoga. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, fold inward even more. So as we continue to transition seasons, the autumn equinox was just a few days ago, You feel the light changing, it's a little darker, a little cooler, the leaves are starting to fall. It is an amazing time of year to reset. Positive intentions. We've got a couple more weeks and months left in the year, so just take a moment to fold inward, and maybe throughout the day you're just planting the seed of what do I want over these next few weeks of the year. Go ahead and lift yourself up. Let's get that same thing on the other side. You're just going to you're going to switch out your legs. So the left shin's either in front. Awesome. See how that feels as you pull forward. Or you can fold your left shin on top of your right shin. This is seated double pigeon. Okay? Again, no sensation in the knee, the hips. And what you don't want is your ankles sickling. A lot of people do this all the time. I see it all the time. So if the ankle is turned in and the foot is turned up, that means you're sickling through the ankle and you're actually overstretching the outside of your ankle and making it more overly flexible, which would potentially cause you injury in the future if you're maybe a runner and you are running and you hit a stone or something and your ankle twists. So don't do that. Okay, and don't be competitive with it. Just do what feels really good and right for you. Wherever you are, take one more nice deep breath. Exhale, fold more inward. Again, listen to your thoughts. What action can I take? This is a great question. What action can I take to get into better alignment so that these next few days and weeks and months of my life are more in alignment with what I say I want? It's a tricky question, right? Like a lot of people will say, I want peace, but sometimes the actions are not in alignment with that. It's tricky. It's a challenging choice to make sometimes. Okay, we're gonna come into easy seated pose and take a deep breath in. So just good posture and alignment. Even though we're sitting, we're still in mountain pose. Yes? Get on the floor when you're watching your favorite football team, your favorite Netflix program, a movie, whatever. Get off of the couch and sit on the floor, and you're working on hip mobility and spinal extension and all those good muscles in your posture. Hands to prayer, everyone. You're amazing. Thank you for showing up. Take a huge breath in. Again, gather that positive energy one more time. Please stay healthy, stay strong, and stay flexible, warriors. Again, thank you for being here. Namaste. The light within me honors and acknowledges the same light that is within each of you. Have an amazing day. Drink lots of water. It's the simple things. It's the water. It's the hydration, and the good sleep tonight. Okay? Thanks for being here again. We'll see you soon. Bye.